Hello, and welcome to English 2, Unit 10, Part 1, with me, Professor Neil, and my TA, Young-hee.
Hello, this is TA Young-hee.
Okay, so in today's unit, we are first of all looking at people working in the office and things they do in the office, and then we are going to be looking at tag questions. But first, we're going to look at people in the office.
They're very diligent ants.
Yes, they are very diligent, hard-working ants, scurrying to and fro. So first, we start with the starter.
People are busy as well.
Working in the office, giving presentations, and listening, and making notes, and dealing, and then making a final decision. Yay!
Yay! They concluded.
Yes.
I hope they are all happy.
Yes, so they were at their video conference, and they will then later go to a convention. But before going to the convention, they had a video conference to discuss their plans.
They had a telecommunication via video.
Yes, so we have our vocabulary for the starter. We have video conference. We have business lounge, VIP guest. Young-hee, what is VIP?
Very impressive person.
Close, very important person.
I was playing
Yes.
with the words. VIP is very, very important person.
Yes, and then we have catering service. What is catering?
Catering service is on the screen you can see bottom left that someone is serving delicious food.
Food. So yeah, a catering service is food service. Catering is food. We've got the information desk and then keynote speaker.
Keynote. Keynote is famous because of Steve Jobs.
Yes, and we'll explain more about Steve Jobs and the keynote speaker in a moment.
Let's get started.
Yeah, so let's just put them. There we go. Video conference. Information desk. VIP guest.
Appear in limousine.
Limousine, yes. Catering service. Keynote speaker. And finally, the business lounge. So first, we're going to look at questions and answers using normal questions, and then look at them using tag questions.
What is tag question,
Well,
Professor Neil?
I keep saying tag questions, but first we're going to look at types of questions. So, tag questions are questions like at the top of the starter here we say, the weather is nice, isn't it?
Tagging. Is it like a tagging along?
Yes, like a tag team, adding something extra. Right? Usually for confirmation, you want to confirm things, you want someone to agree with you.
Or double checking?
Yes, so here we are double checking. Right.
Or you just wanted to show your response to the person?
Yes.
Saying, I'm listening, I'm paying attention to what you're talking.
Aren't I? Yes. Oh, that's good, yes. Right. So, we double up. So, in the starter... Oh, well. Alright, so here we're going to look at the starter in a little more detail with questions and answers. So, Young-hee, if you read the questions, and I'll read the answers. So, let's fire up some questions. So, here we have actual questions.
Who is in the picture? Where are they? And finally, what are they doing?
Yeah, so these are standard questions. Who, where, what? And we can provide some answers. There are some business people. They are in a video conference room. So we're using video conference. And they are having a video conference. These are normal questions. They are not tag questions. These are information questions. So we are not doing tag questions yet. These are information questions.
So when you want to know the information about who and where and what, you can create questions like these three. Who is in the picture? Where are they? What are they doing?
Yes.
Then you can get the information answers.
Yes. So for example, we can do it with the second picture. So Yonghee, who is in the picture?
There is the lady in the picture at the reception desk.
Yes. She is a receptionist, so there is a receptionist. Or there is a lady. That is good. And where is she?
She is at the reception.
No, look at the vocabulary from the starter.
She is at the information desk.
Very good. She is at the information desk. And what is she doing?
She is giving people information.
Okay, thank you. So yes, I mean there are more than one option here, but those are some standard options for the questions. So we've got who is in the picture? There is a receptionist. Where is she? She is at the reception desk. What is she doing? So let's look at the third one. So we're just going to click through these now. And I'm just going to just show them fairly quickly.
Who is in the picture? There is a VIP guest and a flight crew. Where are they? They are at an airport runway.
On the runway.
What is the VIP guest doing? She's taking a private jet, Concorde.
Probably not Concorde, as they stopped flying about 20 years ago. Because they kept crashing.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So
for removing Concorde.
not removing, they just kept crashing, sadly. And they were incredibly noisy. Alright, so let's do picture 4. So Yonghee, who is in the picture?
A waitress.
Oh, good, yes.
There is a catering server.
Yes, because this is a catering event. And she is providing a catering service.
Can I say there is a catering assistant?
Yes, catering assistant. But usually she's
or
serving.
Attendant?
No, attendant would be better.
Catering attendant.
Yes, but server works as well because she is serving as part of a catering service.
It's very, very useful vocabulary today.
Yes, and notice how these are still questions. They are not tag questions. They are, as we said, information questions. So Yonghee, who is in the picture?
There is a man or keynote speaker.
Yeah, remember to look at the vocabulary because we're trying to give specific information here. And where? Oh, wait. All right, so let's just fire up. Come back with the first one. Yep. So where is he? Not where are he. So where is he? It's quite a difficult question to answer.
He is at the conference room or lecture room.
Yes, at a presentation event. So you could say he's in a lecture room, he's at a conference, or he's at the. So there's quite a few options for this one. All right, so we're just going to say because we're talking about event and he's giving a presentation event. And what is he doing?
He's giving a presentation.
Yes. Oh, giving a keynote
Not
speech. But still, yeah, that's he is giving a presentation. He is giving a keynote speech, like as you said before, Yonghee, Steve Jobs. Okay, thank you. And the last one, and then we're going to look at tag questions and how we can create tag questions. Who is in the picture? There are some business people. Where are they?
They are at the business lounge.
At the business lounge or in the business lounge. And not what is he doing, what are they doing? So that's what are they doing?
It's very difficult using is and are.
Yes, when I'm making the PowerPoint, because I copy and paste from previous, sometimes I forget to change little
So
bits.
what are they doing is, the answer is they are having a meeting or they're having a conversation.
In the business lounge.
In the business lounge. Okay. Thank you, Professor Neil.
You're welcome. Hopefully students, if they're interested, will write this down, take notes, practice it. And we'll now, once we move to the tag questions, see the difference between how the answers here, part B, become the part of the question. So the difference here, with the information question, who is in the picture, you want the answer some business people. But with tag questions, you want to confirm the information. So again, we have our vocabulary back at the starter, but this time we want to ask tag questions about this information. So to do that, we just want to check the grammar. So in our grammar focus, you can see it says tag questions. So these are a statement. They are the sentence. I am next, you are tired, he is from Canada. And then there is a comma, and then a tag question. And notice it says negative tag because they include not, because here there is no not. Right? Notice here over in the negative statements there are nots. And that's important. So you can see here, not. So there is no not here.
So if the main sentence is a plus statement, tag question becomes a negative minus statement. If the main sentence has a negative statement, then tag question becomes very positive plus statement.
Yes. All right. And things to look out for. So the top ones have the be verbs. The next ones don't have a be verb. They just have a main verb. So the negative tag has a do, whereas here the negative tag has a be verb. This is something we're going to practice. It takes a bit of practice. And so it says here the do as an auxiliary verb in the tag question. So you like Thai food, don't you? You don't like Thai food, do you? Because there is no be verb here. There's no be verb. These ones have be verb, be verb, be verb, be verb.
So Professor Neil, if you want to make tag questions, the verb you are using for tag question, they all have to be auxiliary verbs then.
Yes.
So be verb and do verb, when all other auxiliary verbs such as should, can't, will, they all. So remember, in tag question, you don't use main verb used in the main sentence. Instead, you replace those verbs with auxiliary be, auxiliary do, or other auxiliary verbs like modals.
Yes. Excellent, Yonghee. So let's go and practice it. All right. So for example, Yonghee, I am next. What is the tag question?
Because there is a be verb, I can say, and the plus statement. So I will use negative tag. I am next. Am not I?
Aren't I?
So am not becomes aren't.
Yeah, this one's a little strange. Even though most of them, like you am, so the am here changes to are. Right? He is becomes he, isn't he? Right?
So we have to be careful when you have to use. 1 second, Professor Neil. The you are tired, not you am tired, isn't it?
Okay, let's change that. Good point, Yonghee. So, yep, it's... Oh, hang on. Why didn't that fix it? Okay, so let's just run it again. So, I am next, as Yonghee said, becomes...
Not am not I, it becomes aren't I. And you are tired because there is are in the main sentence. The tag question becomes are not you, so aren't you.
Okay, so that's very good. And then sometimes you can even have this thing called ain't I. I am next, ain't I.
So for making negative of am, you can either say aren't or ain't.
Which, if you check some songs these days, like by Taylor Swift, she uses the word ain't. All right, so down in the other ones, we had the do. We had no be verb. There is no be verb.
Nor no auxiliary verbs.
No obvious auxiliary.
Then we replace this main verb in the main sentence with do auxiliary.
Yes, do not plus subject. So there we go.
So, for example, here, you like Thai food? don't you?
Yes. And then, as Yonghi said, with the auxiliaries, if you use the modal auxiliaries, you replace it becomes modal plus not plus subject. And
So I shouldn't go home. You say
I should go home.
I should go home. You say shouldn't I?
Shouldn't I, or can't she, or won't we? Okay.
So very, very, very important point here is when you want to make tag questions, remember you have to use be auxiliary or do auxiliary or other auxiliaries such as modal like should, can, will.
Thank you, Yonghi. So hopefully that helped you understand, and we can go back to the starter now and show the questions this time with tag questions. So here, as you can see, we have the answer is given. There are business people, or there are some business, aren't there. So you got the be verb here, and you say aren't there. And so the answers change here. Here, the answers become yes, no answers. So, Yonghi, there are business people, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
There we go. So, they are in a video conference room, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And they're having a video conference, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, perfect. That's okay, thank you. So you can see here we are just confirming the information. So before we asked the information questions, and now we are confirming the information with a tag question. Alright, so you can see the pattern follows the same. So here, there is a receptionist, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
She is at the information desk, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
She is giving people information, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
There we go. Okay, thank you. So let's have you guys run through and practice them too. So once again, there's your sentences, your statement, positive statements with negative tag questions. Alright, there is a VIP guest, isn't there? Yes, there is, and a flight crew, so you can add extra information. They are at an airport, aren't they? Yes, they are. She is taking a private jet, isn't she? Yes, she is. Okay, thank you. And then we have the catering service. So again, those answers have their tag questions. There is a catering service, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
She is at a catering event, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
She is providing a catering service, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Okay, thank you.
Yes, very nice. Alright, and then we have the keynote speaker. There is a keynote speaker, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
He is at a presentation event, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He is giving a keynote speech, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Okay, thank you, thank you.
That's my part, but okay, steal my okay, thank you.
Did I steal your okay?
Yes, maybe
Didn't I?
Yes. That's quite funny. Okay, and the last one. There are some business people, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
They are in the business lounge, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They are having a meeting, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I got back my okay, thank you.
Oh,
Good.
congratulations,
Thank you.
Professor Neil.
All right, so hopefully this helps and we can practice. So as you can see, the pattern here is add the question and then it becomes tag question. Then it becomes a yes, no answer. So I mentioned those answers were yes answers. All right, so for all these, if there is a negative statement, we pointed out, it changes pattern. Right? So those ones we used affirmative statement. And that should be you are not tired, not you am not tired, which finishes are you. So all the cases here in the answers, if there is a not, if the statement is negative, then the tag question should be positive. Okay, so all these have negative statements, because their not is in the statement, goes comma, and then the modal plus subject should be positive. Okay, that is probably sufficient grammar tag questions. And now we're going to go on to the dialogue to look at the tag questions that they use in the dialogue to talk about a conference they attended. This is not a conference, this is a conference room. Okay. So here we have Alex and Lucy, and they're talking about the conference. So I shall read Alex, and Yonghee will read Lucy. Are we ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Professor Neil.
Let's go then. The conference was interesting, wasn't it?
Yes, what was your favorite part?
I liked the keynote speech best.
Who was the speaker? He doesn't work for our company, does he?
No, he runs a graphic design business in New York.
He had some good ideas about online marketing.
I thought so too. We should propose some of them at our next meeting, shouldn't we?
I agree.
What did you like about the conference?
I like the catering best. You won't tell anyone, will you?
No, I will keep it secret.
Always food is the most important thing.
So notice there how they used the tag questions. So the conference was interesting. To make it a tag question, add wasn't it? Right, the other one, he doesn't work for our company. He doesn't work for our company is the statement. It's a negative statement, so the tag question should be positive, not negative. So this one would be wrong. You'd have to change it to thus. So he doesn't work for our company should be, he doesn't work for our company, does he? And Alex says, no, he doesn't work for our company. And we should propose some of them at our next meeting, shouldn't we? Alright, is because it's a positive statement, so it becomes shouldn't we? And Yonghee, does Yonghee say yes or no to this question?
Yes.
Yes. So he's saying, yes, we should, I agree, we should propose some of them at our next meeting. And Yonghee, what is them?
Them are the ideas.
Yes, the good ideas by the keynote speaker. And you won't tell anyone, will you? So it's like, you won't tell anyone becomes a tag question. You won't tell anyone, will you? So he won't tell. What does she ask Lucy not to tell anyone?
Lucy asked Alex not to tell the people in the company that she liked the catering service best.
Yes, that would sound bad.
Sounds not professional if you like food the best rather than the actual contents of the conference.
Okay, so questions. Was the conference interesting?
To them, yes.
Yes. So Lucy says yes, meaning yes, the conference was interesting. What was Alex's favorite part?
His favorite part was keynote speech.
Yes. Alex's favorite part was the keynote speech. What does the keynote speaker run?
He runs a graphic design business in New York.
Very good. What did the speaker have?
He had some good ideas about online marketing.
Very nice. Ooh, that one's a bit slow. What did Lucy like best?
She liked the catering best.
Well, there we go. That's probably sufficient. There are our questions. Hopefully you can follow and give the answers in the homework. Oh, we got one more question. What should Alex and Lucy propose at the next meeting?
They should propose some of the good ideas given by the keynote speaker about online marketing.
Excellent. Well, there we go. With that last question, I think we are all done.
Ooh, finished.
Finished with the dialogue.
Finished.
All right. So goodbye to our dialogue and conference workers. And goodbye to you. So scurry
Ooh.
off. Go and be an army of ants.
We've been working very hard
Yes.
like these group of ants.
That is English 2, and that is end of part 1. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.